Guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Keep It
Lit.
Yes, and today we have two handsome fellas on the show, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. We have Tulemye here and we have Mr. Mwamba.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome. And of course, our lovely Alicia.
Hello, guys.
And myself, Lian. Guys, so let's just go straight into this.
Yeah.
Today's topic is on, drum roll please. It's on dating, all right? And I'm just gonna ask you this question. Does age really matter when it comes to dating? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think age does matter.
Okay, so we can be as honest as we want to
Yes,
be.
please.
Okay, that's not the problem then. So what we do is this. My personal views, I feel age doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But again, when you look at the concept from everyone else, everyone's got their own different concept. I'm sure we'll argue a couple of things around here. But for me, I think age is not a problem.
Okay.
The reason why I say age does really matter is
Yeah.
because there's also a level of maturity.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you just don't date. You need to be mature in a certain way because
Right.
there's certain things, that happens in dating that kids can handle.
Yeah.
So I feel like, it does matter. I don't know.
It definitely, I agree with Mwamba. It definitely matters for me because you want to know that you're on the same level, kind of. And then, okay, so if you're going to go, let's say I'm a female, if I date a guy who's younger than me,
Right.
there's certain consequences that are going to come about me dating him, younger. Let's say I'm working and this guy is just starting college.
Right.
I'm going to have to, we're really going to have to compromise a lot
Yeah.
because our lives are at really different phases. Same thing with dating an older guy. Let's say you're in your late 20s, you date a guy in his 40s.
Right.
Different lifestyle, different interests. So it does matter, definitely.
Okay, now I don't know if I'll come in as a negative person here, but then I feel age doesn't really matter. I feel you can date someone who's older than you can date someone who's younger than you. From my view, I'm coming from a point where I look at it at the maturity of that person.
Yeah.
Because you can find that you're dating someone who's way younger than you, maybe 5 years younger, but thinks 5 years older than you.
Right.
Okay, and then you can find that you're dating someone who's way older than you, but thinks way younger than you. So when it comes to the age, well, I think it depends on the
Are we
type of
talking
person
about
you get.
age like old, or are we talking about like kids dating and then like the older
So
ones?
what we are talking about is about us dating, either like for females dating older guys or younger guys, and for you males dating older girls or younger girls. So the question then is, have you dated someone older or someone younger, and what's been the experience?
Okay, I've dated older girls, and honestly, my experience was good
Right.
because I learned to grow.
Okay, so
You know,
joined me.
because the level exactly because the level of thinking, like they think way ahead of us, because women grow faster than men.
Right.
Like he said, sometimes you might date a girl that's younger but thinks 5 years past
Yeah.
you. You understand? So I learned to grow and look at life in a different way. So yeah, it was a good experience. So I don't think there was a problem.
Okay, now for me, it's been a very interesting path. Okay, because I've grown up in a setting. Okay, this is the world we live in today, where you're required to date. The normal thing is to date someone who's younger than you.
Exactly.
Okay, but then you find yourself in situations where you try and follow people's paths and find that person who's younger than you, but then you're not at the same level. Okay, you find someone who's your age, but you're still not at the same level. Then you find someone who's older, and you feel you're at the same level. So I feel it's supposed to be a personal decision, should come from you, because at the end of the day, it's you who's going to be in it. It's you who's going to be suffering the consequences of your choices. So you can't really go with other people's decisions. On another hand, you would actually date someone who's older, thinking you'll find this person is mature, this person knows everything or knows how to do everything. But in the run, you find that they actually behave even younger than your age. That becomes a big problem. So now you don't know where to place it, if dating an older person is better or dating a younger person is better. I think it's just something that you have to go through. You can't tell, but then if you're willing to give it a chance, then probably you'll learn one or two things.
Have you dated a younger guy?
I've dated younger, I've dated older. Younger, never doing it
How
again.
young is too young for you?
How young is too young? I wouldn't date anyone younger than 25.
I think you just made the wrong choice.
So, okay, let me tell you my experience. So this guy was younger than me. In the beginning, you know, guys, they're always like, he was bringing his A game. So he was like very like mature. I was quite impressed. I was like, oh my God, this like guy is like quite mature and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, he couldn't keep it up. Like I saw, oh my God, that guy was so childish. Like I couldn't deal. And then I dated this older guy, and he was way older. He was 13 years older than me. Weirdly so, when I met him, he didn't look.
But then everyone
Judgment
says
free
that's
zone,
supposed to be
judgment
about
free
the
zone.
same, about the age you're supposed to be dating.
Yeah, true.
No, well, I'm
That's
used to
way.
dating like 5 or 4 years older than me.
Right.
But this was like a big leap because he was like 13 years older than me. But he didn't look it. And so even when I started dating him, I didn't really think he was that old because like he goes to the gym and he was like really in shape and everything. So he looked like I had pegged him to, you know, be like maybe just like 36, 30 something. Like that's how he looked to me at the time, yeah. But he was quite cool because even though he was older, he was mature, but he was still enjoying life. So he was still fun. He was still able to bring himself down to my level. So it was a positive experience, and I definitely date older. I wouldn't try dating younger again.
Well, for me, I think, to be honest, one of the best relationships I've ever been with was with someone who was way older than me. Okay? I don't know if it was the maturity. I don't know if it was the maturity. But then I tried dating people who were younger. This time I dated who were younger, but okay.
Yeah.
Then those who are in the same age group, in the same WhatsApp group, but still didn't work. Dated someone who was older. It worked, but you know there's always this thing that we run away from. What the people from the outside will see.
Yes, expectations. Right.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yes. But you know, one thing is, I've dated more older girls
Right.
than I have
Younger
younger
girls.
girls.
Right.
Okay, so it was an issue for me because every time I would try to date a younger girl, there was that difference.
Yeah.
There's
Just
that
it's the
difference.
mindset.
So yeah, that's why I talked about maturity.
Yeah.
You know, so I was more comfortable dating the older girls because I was already exposed to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
maturities.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get
So, but now I can try and date someone younger because at least they
They've
have
matured.
matured. Yeah,
So,
that's what I mean.
okay, so this
Have
means
they
you started.
matured or is it you?
No, I think probably you started dating way early.
This guy.
No. But you see, when you look at it, it's my view. I'm just looking. You can dispute, but then I feel it should be about what you want,
Right.
Exactly.
not about what the next person wants.
Exactly.
Okay? Because I may be dating someone who's younger, and that's appealing to my friends because she's younger. But then in that relationship, I'm dying every day.
Wow.
Okay? Or I can date someone who's older, and then my friends are not comfortable with that, my family is not comfortable with that, but then in that relationship I feel very comfortable. So it's, I think, comes down to
What do you want?
I mean,
what you
the
want.
truth is, to be fair, growing up, I was always told you can't date someone younger because society says you can't.
That's
and
society,
I think,
yeah.
and you know, my mom was very strict on that. And even for my age, being born in January as well, I was always older than the guys in my class because they were all born in February, March, April, and you know what I mean. So then I always felt insecure because I thought, but they're so much younger. Even by months, I called that young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that
okay.
was society, and the older I've grown, I mean, I've dated younger and I'm like, you know, there's no problem. I've dated older and I've realized that some older guys are pretty immature.
Yeah, some
And
are.
So I
are
don't
some
think it's
younger
about
guys.
age. I
It's
think
not
it's
about
about
age.
The
maturity.
level of
It's about
maturity a
maturity.
person
But
possesses.
society, guys, we have to be very honest.
I think it's
Yeah.
Africa. Let's just put
Yeah.
it.
Yes, I was actually going to
You
get
know what I
there.
mean?
I was
You
going
can
to
be
get
happy,
there.
but when you take this girl home, and if your family is bent on age and they ask, oh, so how old is she? And then you
That
mention,
becomes a factor.
you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
then
Very
becomes
big
a factor
factor,
because
yeah.
she could be attacked as well. Or he could be attacked for being younger. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like here, no there.
Well, I think in the African context, okay? In the African context, we believe the girlfriend or the wife should be younger.
Right.
But then when you look at the Western world, or the Western culture, you find that you have relationships where the lady is way older than the guy, and they're happy.
Yeah.
Because the decision they've made, it works for them. Okay? Now, when we bring it down to here, which is Africa, we strongly base our decisions around the people who surround us.
Family, yeah.
So it can be
Society.
family, it can be friends,
Right.
it can be your church. So it's different people. But I think that has to change, though.
Yeah.
So, but then do you think that, okay, so the question is, why do guys like younger girls and why do girls prefer older guys, like in terms of gender? Because I see that we all have like a specific view, which is a bit different. Do you think it's about provision? Or do you think it's about conversation?
Okay, no, I don't think it's about conversation. Okay, this is my view.
Right.
Like I said earlier, girls grow faster than guys up here. Right?
So physically.
So here's
But yes, physically.
so this is what happens, right? When girls reach a certain age, right? They this is my view. They want to get married, and sometimes guys don't want to get married when they're still young. Guys say with below 30, they are young. You understand, right? And for women above 21, they're old, and they do want to settle.
Right.
So that's the pressure that's there. So women want to date older guys because of that, because the older guy will want to settle. You
So for
understand?
provision.
And then guys would date someone younger because that person won't push them.
Right.
Because they're not sure yet where they want to go,
Exactly.
what they want to do. So
Exactly.
there's that window period.
Yes. So that's my view.
So would you date a girl for provision? Would you date her because she's financially secure? You know, guys do that.
Yeah.
Guys,
yes and no.
it's like
Yes and no.
the trend right now.
Like, what's
Yes
the motive
and no.
behind that?
Yeah.
What's the motive?
Yeah,
behind
it's
that?
yes and no, okay? Because guys are different. Everyone's different, okay? I can be a guy who sees a stable girl, and for me, that's the perfect thing.
Right.
Okay, because I've seen that my business not doing well, and then I know she'll provide. Okay. Now I'm saying this it's real life.
be
It's
an
the world
investor.
today. Yes,
Yeah,
she's an investor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she will invest in you and help you in your business. Okay. So you don't really need to push.
Right.
Okay. But there are some other guys who cannot date a lady who's doing way better than them. Okay.
Right.
So that's different.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
insecurity.
everyone is different. Looking at your question, you said,
Would it be provision or
Would it-
conversation?
well, I think most people would do it for provision. Why I say this is because it's how we are raised.
Right.
We're raised that when you go into a house, the man will provide, the lady will just or cook, is there to have take the children to school, to have children. But then the world is changing. Yeah, but the world is changing today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the world is changing, but we shouldn't also throw away values.
Yes.
I don't know if value is the right word. But yeah,
Like the world is changing, but we shouldn't move with the world.
Yes.
Okay. So,
but if you don't move with the world,
you
you'll
know,
be left.
but okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating an older girl or a younger girl. You know, it's just up to you. What do you want? Are you happy? It's about your happiness at the end of the day, because you see, if we're talking about dating, I mean, you're looking at the future as well, right? So do you want to be in a forever that you're not happy, or you want to be happy? So if you're happy with the older person, then go ahead. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's not your parents' happiness or your church's happiness. It's about you.
Correct.
You
It's
understand?
very true.
So yeah.
I think I'll date older. Reason why I prefer dating older is because I think they have stuff figured out more than the younger guys or guys my age. Reason why I wouldn't even date someone my age is because I feel like they haven't got everything figured out yet. I know when I was just finishing school, I wanted to be a doctor, then I wanted to be a lawyer, then I wanted to do this, and then I want to try this business out, then I want to try this business out. Like, you don't really know where you want to go. But then with an older person, they've been through that phase, and now they're settled. They really know what they want out of life, and they can give you proper direction. And again, like, we're dating for the future. I'm not dating to play. I'm not dating for a fling. I'm not dating for a month. I'm dating to settle down with you. I'm dating so that we can build something together. So I need to know where you're taking me is somewhere sensible, you know. I don't want you just to give me some dreams. And that, I feel like a lot of younger guys, so to say, sorry to put Indola guys on blast, but they like to sell dreams to girls. And yeah, no, I want someone structured. I want someone who knows their purpose, who's figured it out, and who can help me find myself as well. I will find myself, but I also want him to guide me, because at the end of the day, if he's going to be my husband, he has to lead, and I need to know that where he's taking me is somewhere sensible. Yeah. So.
And I mean, I like that. Sorry, I need to say something, but I still like that, because you mentioned structure in a man, and you mentioned how he should guide you, and that's admirable. And there are other girls who want to move at par with the man, not so much, I guess, mentally or spiritually, but they want to build with the man, because sometimes you find that older men already have things, you know, they already have a house, they already have a car, they already have pretty much everything figured out, and you almost feel like, I mean, personally, I don't mind getting into that sort of scenario, you know what I mean, because, hey, whatever. Let's
stress on you.
Not provision. Yeah, provision. Mm-hmm. Not in that way, though. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean, provision. But at the same time, I'm for the view that I want to build with this person, because I want to see us, you know, build together, put, you know, things together. I think there's some sense of ownership in that as well. Moms.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting someone who's already figured things out, but I feel like if you find a guy or you find a girl, and you are both not sure, you understand, right? And then you build something together, you know, and it grows, you understand? There's that thing that gives you that joy. I don't know. Like, you know, you will be like, you know, my wife helped me do this, you know, my husband helped me do this. There's that sense of pride in your partner.
I get you.
Yeah, so
I get you. I just came out of a relationship where that was the case. I was in this long-term relationship. I dated this person for 10 years, and we were both kids when we started dating, and we had all these plans together, and we had all these things that we were going to do together, but then the relationship didn't work out, you know, and so that kind of leaves you a bit off balance, because now you're not sure, should I go this alone, but it's our dream, like, should I do, but then because it's your, like, it's the two of you's dream, you feel like by you going about it by yourself, you're like kind of shortchanging the other person. But then, so it's I get you, and I was at that point at some point, but then, like, now I just feel like I'm not ready to do that again. I'd rather do me, like do things that fuel my dream, and then find someone who's already serving in his purpose. And then we can then go and build something together, but like at least he's got his own life figured out. Yeah,
so you see, that simply explains that she's comfortable dating someone who's older, he's comfortable dating someone who's younger, I'm comfortable with both. She's comfortable with both, or older or younger. But then what this has just shown me is that everyone's got their own view, okay? And it's about what you want as a person and not what the next person wants. Because everyone would have gone through something, they've got their own story, they've made their own mistakes, okay? So they've grown through a couple of things. So every decision that someone makes comes from from the experiences. So if you're comfortable with someone older, then that's you. And if you're happy, go that route. Mwamba just said so. If you're comfortable with someone who's younger, go that route, as long as at the end of the day you are happy and life goes on.
And I like that Alicia brought out she says, I want to do me, right?
Yeah.
And with that, I think we need to be very aware that what we are here for is a purpose, which is our individual purpose first. Even before we are joined to somebody in marriage, and even before we date. So even as we date, whether older or younger, we shouldn't forget that we have a purpose first. And if this person is coming in there, coming to help your purpose, and you help their purpose, because it's not a selfish one at the end of the day. And when you come together and you discover that, oh wow, we've got a similar goal and a similar purpose, then well and good. But let's not give up on ourselves, I think.
I feel like just want to add something.
Yeah, that's fine.
What Lian just from saying, something has just clicked my. You see, I feel like since the woman is the helper, right? I feel like she should be in line with the guy's purpose or dream, because the guy is the head and she's helping him. Right? She's going to help him get there, but he just doesn't get there alone. They both get there. You understand? So I feel like you need to find someone who's in line with your dreams and purpose and whatever it is that you feel God wants you to do on this earth. Because the minute you find that person is the time that you find what you really want. Is when you're not going to be frustrated. It's the time that you're going. I don't know if you're.
And if you find that person, then age doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's so funny because I was about to say, Mwamba, what are you saying? I thought you were about to say that find this person and change them into they have to follow you, and I was like, no.
It's when you find that person. When you find that person, that means you won't look at age, you won't look at everything, because you're happy.
Right.
And when you're happy, all these things don't matter.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much. This has been exciting, and I like what you said. Look, society has its own expectations of us, but we are called not to conform to the ways of the world.
Exactly.
We have our own standard, and we have to live by that standard. And you mentioned purpose, and you mentioned happiness, so we have to be fulfilled first. And I guess with that. But guys, please let us know. What do you think? Do you think age is a factor? Do you think it is not? We have a question, and sorry, let me just check what this question is. So guys, our question, oh my gosh, this is an exciting one. Our question really is that, so this person feels that it's okay for a guy to date someone younger, because obviously they are the authority, like Mwamba rightly put it, right? But for a girl, so she thinks that, is it not that the girl is going to most likely disrespect the man because of his age? What do you guys think?
That happens a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
And mostly because, you see, a woman younger than a guy can disrespect the guy, and he's gonna shout at her the same way he would shout at the older girl. But it's just that thing in the head says, because she's older, so she feels she can talk to me like that. So
I get it. I get it.
Yes, because it goes through everything.
It's the same thing.
Oh no, she never did this because I'm younger, so maybe that's why.
And
different
you know
things
what?
go through.
I actually agree with you, because it's almost like when you say that, the woman is thinking the same thing. She's thinking, oh, he's immature because he's younger. Yet if an older guy did that, I don't know what she'd be thinking. You know what I mean? She'd be thinking he's silly. Would be a bit different.
So it's just the same thing.
Yeah. Wow, so thank you for that question.
This is why I was saying that there's consequences. Like if you're gonna date someone younger, if you're as a female gonna date someone younger, you really have to mentally prepare yourself for certain things like that. You need to know that no matter what challenges come your way, you're going to maintain the same level of respect you would even if you're dating an older guy, because there will be those situations that will come up, So that's why I was talking about consequences. Like you need to really know.
It's almost the same if a guy dated someone really young. They would be like, she's
just
young.
a child.
She's just a child. You know what I mean? When she grows up, you know what I mean? So, wow.
The reason she did that's because she's just a child.
She's a kid. So the consequences are there. Thank you for bringing that up. And definitely, thank you for your question. And if you have any more questions, even as you watch this right now, please feel free to ask us. And please, can you follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, check our WhatsApp, and please send us questions. We are definitely here to answer. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Peace.